Hello everybody, welcome to another Arkham Horror tier list. Today we are done the assets for the colors. We're going to be doing the neutral ones with the events, skills, and assets together for neutrals at the end. So that means we're on to the events for our Guardian, starting with the Guardians, because we're going to go in order. First things first, as we always do, we should say that this is up to Innsmouth Conspiracy. We have not played with that one. We've played with the cards a bit, but not enough to... the whole cycle is not really like fully out and play tested with on our end. So we're not going to pretend we know what the cards do, because we first thought that Dr. Milan Christopher was okay when we just started. So it takes time, and you got to play with the cards to know if they're good. As number two, that this is about multiplayer, because we play primarily multiplayer. We don't have enough knowledge in true solo to talk about it, so this is like 2 to 4 players in our opinions of it. And last but not least, it's our opinion, so we could be wrong, and odds are we probably are. How we generally do this is you'll see it as we go. First off, I think there's one S tier Guardian event, and that's for like right off the bat, and I think that's prepared for the worst. That's my opinion.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
This goes in like every Guardian deck except Carolyn.
Yeah.
That's...
Mm-hmm. It's true. No, I would agree. This one kind of changed the way that you build Guardian decks when it came out, so...
Yeah. Sick. All right. Other S tier events are like assets. They're easier for me to grok as S tier. Events.
You can put that warning shot in the D tier.
Where is that one?
It's next to the telescopic sight, which also probably can live somewhere around there.
So for people, S tier is like, this is in pretty much every Guardian deck we build. The card is really strong. Or alternatively, it's a card for an archetype that this card is so strong that like it's like the archetype, but like it's just so strong. That's strong.
It carries it on its own.
Yeah. And then D is like, please don't put this in my deck. Travis, what were you saying?
I think that I'll handle this one. It might also be an S tier.
That's the...
Up near the top, second row near the middle.
Let me handle this?
Oh, let me handle this one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's also really
That's
good.
what I meant. First watch is probably A+ or S as well.
I think in multiplayer, at least in 3-player, it's very good. I would probably put it in the S tier.
Left.
I would probably put it in S tier.
I would put that one below the S tier. I think Let Me Handle This is much stronger than this one because of the lack of investment that is needed.
That's fair.
In order to make that one work.
Sure.
Yeah.
Quick, what are other D tiers that we can put here?
If it bleeds.
If it bleeds. That's the one where it's like just the guts on the ground, right?
Top left corner.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's...
awful.
bad, not good.
Okay. I don't know. Like me, Guardian, this is the group that I'm furthest out on. Guardian events, I'm like, these exist in Guardian that's not prepared for the worst.
That's fair. I would put the telescopic sight in like probably C tier, I guess, like bottom of C tier. Like this card is not good, but it does have a specific like scenario and fantasy that could work out, unlike the ones in D tier. Like,
yeah, like it's pretty bad, but better than warning shot if it bleeds.
Yeah, because warning
Ambush
shot, you
might
just like
qualify as a D tier card as well.
Which one? Sorry.
Ambush.
All right.
Top right-ish.
Oh, there it is. You say C card?
It's like low C or like D. It's pretty bad.
Cool.
Yeah, like yeah.
After
like
enemy spawns and attached location, deal 2 damage.
Sounds good, but like it's so hard to do.
Yeah, it's that the numbers are fine, but then like you have to jump through so many hoops to have this happen.
Yeah. Although if you're playing in some scenarios, like the one before Ghoul Gang, where all the ghouls spawn in the 1 yard, you're just like, nope. Please get back in the dirt.
Yeah. I guess it could also be good when you have like knowledge of a scenario and you know this enemy's going to spawn here at this point, and you can ambush them. However, at that point, why not just play a cool ass gun and kill them with it, right?
think
Yeah,
you
like-
may have just hit it on the head.
All right, evidence. This is just like,
It's just good.
yeah, just, probably just B tier, right?
Like it does. It allows you to do something that you're not supposed to be able to do, but also have to do if you're playing like true solo.
Yeah. I think in multiplayer, though, I think it's just fine.
Yeah, in multiplayer, it's just okay.
In true solo, I think I agree
Yeah,
with you. It should be
yeah.
up higher, but dodge. I think it's also just a B tier, TBH.
Sorry, we put evidence. I would advocate for evidence being higher.
Oh, okay.
I think that's like an A tier card.
Sure, I've stopped playing with this card because in multiplayer, other people just do it better. But I've played the least Guardian, so I'm like hands off the wheel for this one.
Like, it depends a little bit on who your clue getters are and who else you have in your team. But that card, in addition to like scene of the crime, pretty much make it so you can play a generalist Guardian.
Mhm.
And it is just like a free clue.
Yeah, yeah. You're going to be killing enemies. Get a clue out of it. That's not a bad deal.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of dodge? Because for me, dodge has gotten worse the more I've played this game.
Oh yeah, dodge's like a B tier card.
Yeah.
It's it's fine. I wouldn't feel bad about playing it in my deck, but I'm not going to pick it too often.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's dodge is like a card that I pretty much play in Diana Stanley.
Yeah, yeah. And even then,
not
like, it's
much
not a
else.
reliable
It's
basement
pretty solid
card
in
either.
Hangout Show. But
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Dynamite
like-
Blast level 0. This card's like actually kind of bad.
Yeah. We like it. We've played with it, and we've had great moments with it. But it's pretty expensive, and this class is already very expensive.
this
Yeah.
is so.
What do you think? Just top of C, probably? A bit below?
Yeah, I think for the level 0 one, that's pretty fair. The upgraded ones get like noticeably better, but
Sure, well, let's slot them in now while we're here. I do not know what the upgrades are. Let me just look. Fast! It only costs 4 and commits for that many symbols? Wow. 3 experience, though.
Oh,
Or connecting
Yeah, I think-
location. Oh, they both were
yeah, that
connecting
one's
locations.
actually like an A plus tier card
Yeah.
for the level 3 one. That one's kind of insane.
it's that one is pretty good. Like 3 Teslas damage,
To
and you
everything.
don't even have to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't take an action.
Like,
And you play during any
Yeah.
any lightning bolt window as well,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
So-
like,
it's
it's actually
just
kind of
good.
insane.
Yeah,
The level 2 one is like level 2 one's probably like a B.
It's probably
a
higher
high-ish
than
B
dodge,
one.
right? Probably better than dodge.
Yeah, like it's not fast, but you can still do it at connecting location.
yeah, which is like the big part. Like the fast is just gravy. Like admittedly, some very excellent gravy,
Yeah.
but being able to hit connecting locations is pretty big.
Well, it looks like you can do that on the bottom one, too.
Nope,
That's what I see right here, connecting.
Nope. nope, not if you don't read that part.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll pull back then. Extra
The thing
ammunition.
that the level 0 doesn't have that the level 2 one does have is the level 0 one provokes tax opportunity.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, right.
And honestly, to be real, in Guardian, the difference between 5 and 4 is much bigger than, say, like a 5 and 6 Leo DeLuca, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
agree.
Extra ammunition.
When this card is sick, it's sick.
It's pretty solid, like A card,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think it's an A. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, this
Is
should be
it for
called.
every deck? No.
This category should be the guys holding something and looking at it. The category. Amazing. Taunt. Engage any number of enemies at your location. Fast. And then the upgraded one is draw 1 card for each enemy engaged this way.
There is one that is upgraded beyond this that does 1 damage to them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the level 3 taunt is actually insane.
It's like pretty good.
I would put it up there in like with the level 3 Dynamite Blast.
Sure. And
Yeah,
then-
you can. How many Zoogs can you kill for free with that?
That is really sick.
All of them.
Yeah, you get to deal 1 damage and draw a card
Yeah.
for each one.
Yeah, this one.
These kind of
would sit
probably
in
just
the-
follow like the same thing as the Dynamite Blast, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Like this one, the level 0 one to me would be in the Z tier for Zoe Samaras. Because there's no other place I want to play that card.
Man, I recently
Mm-hmm.
had a moment where I was very angry at this game where Zoe doesn't get her reaction when she engages a massive enemy, and it's just so counterintuitive. Because he's there, and he's big, and I'm with him. Why don't I get a resource and ding him with my cross? Anyways, teamwork, you can trade assets. We've never played with this card. It's probably realistically a D tier card, right?
Yeah, do we like have a meme tier for our cards?
Honestly, this one is probably the first one where I'm gonna do it. Like this one, it's not D tier, right? Because but it's not good. And
it's not like god awful.
But I think it deserves the meme tier. I agree with Travis.
Yeah. Like I think you can trade resources as well, and that's that part could be really good.
Mm-hmm. Get your rope to do all the hard stuff to get the money, and then you just use it to play Dynamite Blast on their location to kill them.
Yeah.
Emergency aid.
That's a C tier card for me.
Yeah, like the fact that you can heal allies with it is pretty strong.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's not a great card, but it's like definitely not a bad include if someone on your team has a bunch of heart trauma, or you have allies that care about damage, or you're just playing with like a low health seeker on your team or something like that. Especially when you have a limited collection, it's a pretty okay card.
You know, that sounds, from what you're describing, like a perfect C card. That's great. Yeah.
It is definitely better than that telescopic sight.
Yeah.
Yes. Strongly agree. It costs 0 experience. Stand Together is an A tier card, I think. Maybe A+.
So what does this one do? It's both you investigators draw 2 cards and gain 2 resources, and the other one is just gain 2 resources, which should be...
that's the level... Sorry. I think that the upgraded one for this one is actually kind of worse than the level 0 one.
Yeah, like 3 experience is a lot.
Really good, but yeah, there's a lot of cool
card draw isn't something... Yeah, card draw isn't something that Guardians typically struggle with because a lot of their cards are so expensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless your name is like Nathaniel Cho.
Exactly, Nathaniel Cho.
Yeah, but
you're not usually
Nathaniel Cho,
by the cards in your hand.
Your boxing gloves gives you so much card advantage, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, this card is a sweet way to start the game, though.
I mean, I still think like it's probably like not A+ tier, but I think it's like it's still...
Yeah, no, it's still a very good card. It's just worse than the level 0 one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play the level 0 one all the time. I do not play this one all the time.
I think this one might even be like up here. I think it's like close to on S tier. Like,
yeah, like the hard part about playing blue is getting the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this card is like almost emergency cash 3 and 4.
Yeah, yeah. I've had worse level 5.
Man, this card is sweet, but also not very good.
Yeah.
It's like a B tier, I think.
Yeah, like there's a level 2 version that I think
this one's actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like high A, low A+.
Yeah, like this one's
probably
really
not
good.
quite A+.
You get to cancel 2 damage and/or horror. Sorry, or horror. And/or. Yeah, it's 2 and/or.
Yeah.
And you get that many resources. The other one's the same thing, but you get to cancel up to 5. But when are you taking 5?
I think it's 4, isn't it?
It's 5, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be 4, but I'm pretty sure it's 5.
I think it's 5, yeah. From what I'm
I
reading,
might be thinking or wishing for symmetry between the experience and the effect.
Yeah, but either way, like when are you? How frequently are you taking that much damage?
Very rarely.
Yeah, like when it's good, it's really good because you get to tank a hit from Yogg Sothoth and look him in the eye and tell him you've had worse.
And then he just kills you next turn.
And then he kills you again.
Yeah.
But like for one
it's actually
glorious
like rotting remains.
Yeah. It is good against rotting remains, but the level 2 one is as well because you get to eat most of it.
Yeah, and the level 2 one, when I was doing my Diana run, they were like, "Put I've had worse in level 2," and I'm like, "Okay." It's like amazing in Diana.
It's actually kind of sick.
Yeah. All right.
It is quite good.
Monster Slayer level 5. Fight if this succeeds against a non-elite enemy, kill it. That's a lot of experience for that. I mean, the effect seems sweet. What did you say, Travis? I think it's like here.
Yeah, I said to the D tier.
To the D tier. All right, let's drop it.
Yeah, like 5
I've
XP.
never
is a lot.
purchased that.
I paid for it one time.
This guy's sick.
Not excited.
I think this guy's pretty
Yeah.
all right. Obviously much better than Nathaniel Cho, but I think he's like, it's still like just like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
No, I
fine.
think that's like a C tier card. Nathaniel Cho's the one who like really wants it.
Yeah.
No, it's solid in Mark Harrigan, where it's just because you're drawing so many cards that it's just like a free extra use on a weapon.
Yeah, but it's. I would rather just play like another weapon, probably.
Yeah, but how many other weapons can you play for 0?
Not that many, but I should have no issues finding my
I'm
economy.
just saying.
It does have. It
Yeah.
could have a place in Mark Tech, but I think that there are better options still.
Ever Vigilant. Oh, this card's great.
Card is real good.
Yeah, that card's like an A+ card.
Yeah.
Again, it's that economy that we talked about. It also just like you're just ready to go.
Yeah. Get that stick to the plan with it. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Heroic Rescue level 0.
Into the trash.
What does this even do? When an enemy attack and engage that enemy, then deal it 1 damage after it attacks you. Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, I would put this one at the bottom of the C tier. I don't think it's as bad as the other cards in the D tier. There are like worlds I can see myself wanting to play this card.
We talked about this
Admittedly-
being one of the biggest trap cards in the game.
It's not that many. But like if you're playing a Nathaniel Cho deck with like Counterpunch, or you're playing a Survival Knife deck, this one can do some cute things. I just think it's like a little better than the cards in the D tier.
I
Like,
disagree.
not-
I
not
think
much.
literally the only reason I would ever put this in my deck is because I thought I was too stupid to remember to put Heroic Rescue level 2 in my deck.
It's also real solid for dealing with like swarming enemies if you have a guard dog. You know, your teammate draws one, you're just like, yeah, go do your turn, and then you just kill them.
You know what?
That is technically true, but like
I normally fall more into the Travis camp, but today I'm going to be a believer. I'm going to put it bottom of C tier, but I think Travis's point is very valid. But
I got one more point to make about this card.
Let's see.
Yeah, how often is one of your teammates going to like be engaged with an enemy also at your location that neither of you could kill or evade, and you wouldn't rather just have a card that let you kill it or evade it better instead of this? Like, if your Seeker draws an enemy and you don't, either you're just engaging it to fight it, or you try and kill it, in which case, like, you probably do, or it just, you dump a bunch of damage into your teammate. And even if you don't, what are they doing with their turn if they're still engaged with the enemy in the enemy phase? Are they just passing on all 3 of their actions so they don't get killed? I really struggle to see, like,
You know what?
the guard dog swarming thing is a situation where it could be good, but I don't see how you get to that situation without trying.
You know what? I'm the little child in me that dreams. Travis just came up and shot him with a Desert Eagle, so I think we'll put him top at D tier. I think Travis's Deagle has very good aim. Is there an upgraded one? What does this one do that's different?
Yes, it lets you move to their location, so it's actually not garbage.
Oh, that seems sick. Probably still like only B tier, right?
Yeah, like there are a lot more worlds where this one is actually going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
because
it's also
they
free money-wise.
It's free, yeah. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll see you in hell.
Meme tier.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I think I would like to nominate this one for the meme tier. I've played that card a lot.
You've used it once.
I've used
that
it
I
a
remember.
non-zero number of times. Yeah, most of the time that I've played this card in my deck, it's just been an overpower that doesn't draw me a card.
Yeah.
But one time, I got to blow up an entire hill full of like dark young and stupid farmers climbing the
That
hill
was
and
sick.
shit. That was sweet.
That seems sick.
Is
All right.
it good? I mean, like, no.
I mean,
You can use it. You can use it to dodge mental trauma though.
yeah, yeah.
So
Which
there is
honestly,
that.
for a lot of Guardians, is like an actual issue.
Mhm.
Mano a mano, mano a mano. So I'll have to admit, for some reason, these cards tickle a very special part of me. I really like these cards. I think they're really good in Nathaniel Cho. Otherwise, they're not that great. But I'd like to know what you guys think.
I agree that they're very good, Nathaniel Cho. I think that they are okay if you have a strong draw engine to go with.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. As you play higher difficulties, they also get much better.
Yeah, definitely.
Where you
Anything
just
that's
don't have to
testless.
take a test.
Yeah, there's some really cute things you can actually do with, like, especially the level 2 one in, like, a skids deck where you mono an enemy and then you get to use the piano wire to strangle him because he's got 3 health, or, like, coup de grace him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say that the level 1 probably lives in, like, B tier, and the level 2 one in, like, A tier.
Yeah. The difference
Somewhere.
between 1 and 2 damage is pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
You get to fight them rats
Yeah,
mano a mano.
I like these cards, but they are a little bit niche.
I think as well they were also like much better when, like, especially the level 1 one when they first came out, and there weren't as many ways to consistently get over that 2 health bump. There's a lot more that does that now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is true.
On the Hunt. I think we once.
Depending on who you are, this card can be really good, really good.
Yeah.
I think this is like a high C, low B tier though.
I think so as well. I think we
Yeah.
were really high on this card when it first came out, and now we don't really play it anymore. But I think Bryn's also right that in the right investigator. But that kind of word goes for like a lot of these cards, right? Like
Yeah.
in Mano a Mano, this in like Nathaniel Cho is like a S tier card. He deals 3 damage for 1 card.
Yeah, no test, 1 card.
Yeah.
Boom.
So, but like generally it's here, right? I think generally this one is like
Yeah.
high C, low B.
No, like on the hunt is cool for Zoe because it's basically a free card that dodges the deck for you.
Mm-hmm.
1 turn. It's really good in Yorick,
Yeah.
where not only do you get to dodge the deck for a turn, but you get to play something out of your discard pile for the privilege.
Yeah, like it's pretty solid in Roland,
Yeah.
and it's very good in Gloria because you just get to look at like 9 cards,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
Like,
is really
is,
useful for fishing out like ancient evils primarily. But
I think
It
that
is also. It gets stronger the more victory enemies are in the deck for the campaign you're playing.
I think at this point we could drop it to low B then. I think we've given enough examples that it's more
Yeah.
than just like 2
Yeah, that's fair.
investigators. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like hot garbage, but also you don't necessarily need it.
Yeah. Eat lead. What the heck?
cards, garbage.
I would say the card's fine.
Think better than telescopic sight?
I'd put it right around telescopic sight. It's got very similar areas where it might be good.
Yeah.
There are very few guns that I care so much about my test succeeding that it doesn't hurt me badly to spend extra ammo on my shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like,
Yeah.
am I going to spend 2 bullets off my 45 to do 2 damage? No, I'm just going to take a second shot and have the chance of dealing double damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, you can't spend extra ammo off like a shotgun or a lightning gun and feel good about it.
No. I mean, shotgun, like, maybe, depending on what you're doing with it. But,
Yeah, maybe.
this is level 2 one we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, can we put the level 0 one in the D tier then?
Sure.
What is the level? I didn't even know there was a level 0.
It costs you a money, and you only get to reveal 1 token.
Yeah, you can only spend 1 extra ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems pretty not great. That one's there to just, I'm going to upgrade into this immediately before I buy another gun. Even then, just put a different card in, probably.
Yeah.
Trusted, otherwise known as the Elder Sign art.
It is the Elder Sign art.
That's the +1 health, +1 sanity card, right?
For an ally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty like it's an okay card. No, I think it belongs in C.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's good on. There are a lot of blue allies that scale with their health, such as Beat Cop or Guard Dog, or even Tetsuo Mori or Brother Xavier.
Or even the agency backup if you want to.
Yeah, agency backup.
Go
There
nuts
are a
with
lot
it.
of them that do. Greta Wagner.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
C's-
it's like it's a fine card. It's not great, but it's like fine.
Yeah, it
I would
does,
never
it,
make
it
fun of
does its
someone
thing.
for putting it in their deck.
If I had that in the Leo deck that I was playing, you would be so upset.
I'm already upset, but for different reasons.
The deck is terrible.
reliable.
This card's actually really good.
Yeah, I like reliable. I mean, you guys, it's no surprise that I like reliable. I like this card.
You get to
I think that's an
reliable up the
A-tier card.
next. and-
Let's do it. Let's go, Travis.
Yeah,
It is good. This with like any melee weapon,
Yeah.
you're right in there.
Oh baby.
well, even like some like it's really good with the Colt. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get +1 6 times.
Yeah. We also have. Is that other
That's
one?
pretty
Yeah.
high value.
Where is it? Well maintained. Is that actually? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an event.
Because I think that kind of like links in with this one, right?
Well maintained could probably live in the meme tier
yeah.
because it is mostly a meme card.
No, I think it's actually kind of good.
yeah, like that doesn't make it not a meme.
Like memes aren't just things you have to build around a little bit. Like you have to have a way to get rid of your weapon. But I think it's fine, especially if you're going to be playing other upgrades. I think well maintained is a pretty solid card.
Maybe it's just
Yeah.
like B tier then.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Requires some work.
Like
to
you're
get
never
going.
buying well maintained on its own.
If I had that Leo deck to build over again, I would probably be playing well maintained with nothing to discard my weapons and feel better about it.
Man, I'm so excited for when
Oh.
YouTube actually gets to see this Leo deck because
The
we've been
hype
talking
I'm
about it for
really-
a long time.
Yeah.
All right. Scene of the crime.
Card's
S
good.
tier card.
Yeah. It's just discover, well, not necessarily 2 clues, but Teslas.
That's an S tier card for me.
Yeah.
S tier? Whoa.
Yeah, like it doesn't require a whole lot to have happened. You can just pay 2 to discover 1 clue,
I suppose
and
I
you're
just
still in
have
pretty good shape.
never seen you guys play it.
Yeah, or
we-
if any one of your locations drawn a monster, then you get to get 2 clues.
yeah, that's the best part. You get to be like, we're at the scene of the crime, and the acolyte you just drew is like, what's the crime? And you're like, I'm gonna kill you.
Interesting.
Yeah, like it's not quite as useful when you're playing. We play like pretty focused decks. Generally, like I'm playing a deck that can get a lot of clues very fast, which means this isn't super necessary. But when you're playing with like other people who don't have that same kind of deck focus, maybe being able to get clues in your Guardian deck is super important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fair.
And if you get to pay 2 to get 2 clues, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, no, I'm for it. I'm for it.
Yeah, it's a card we probably should play more, to be honest. But
Yeah, we've mostly drifted away from it
I mean,
for
I
the
think
exact reason Travis just said.
yeah, I think we're pretty like playing it more would be good, but we're also pretty like we're
Yeah.
pretty good.
like we coordinate who's playing what in our decks a lot of the time. So.
Yeah. All right, marksmanship. What the heck does he even? This is the one. This is what Brent's doing, right?
I played
Yeah,
this
yeah.
card once.
It lets you shoot an enemy at a connecting location, ignoring aloof and retaliate. And then if the shot hit an enemy that was not engaged with you, because you would ever play this on an enemy that was engaged with you for reasons I don't understand, the shot does an extra damage.
All right. My instinct says D tier, but I am interested to hear other opinions.
I think the extra damage makes this card real solid. Like there's a lot
I was
of,
gonna say I think it deserves C tier.
Maybe
Yeah,
with its
at
friend
least.
telescopic sight.
This is so much better than telescopic sight. If I could have bought 3 of
Yes.
these instead of buying a telescopic sight, I definitely should have done that.
Is it better than Eat Lead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this card has like real world applications, and by real world I mean like not ones where I'm like playing the card and I'm trying to keep it together while Travis is losing his shit at me.
Sounds good.
This card probably lives with like Trusted and Dynamite Blast,
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah, like
Sure.
it's good.
Let's do
there's
it.
there's a lot of like, you know, those dumb spiders that we're
Yeah,
gonna
you can
fight
just kill him, man.
next time. Yeah, you just like you don't even have to go over and like talk to him. You just sit where you are and you kill him.
It's true.
Yeah, you're just playing Path of Carcosa, and the man with Pallet Mask shows up somewhere, and you just blow his brains out from the next location over.
You know?
He's waiting for you to show up to create dramatic tension. You're like, nah, man.
Sounds, I'm for it.
Yeah.
I'm very much. I have just Bryn with a gun and a rifle in my head, tainting it, probably. But
Yeah, no, I do actually feel like real bad about that deck.
don't worry, we only have 5 more scenarios with it.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's a lot
unless
of time
like
to make it better.
somehow my list gets corrupted and I have to put it back together from memory.
Yep.
Oh, we can probably piece it together from the previous videos. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. Second Wind.
It's like
That's
an 8
good.
card, I think.
Yeah, like it is
good.
bold and you can only play it as your first action, but also it only heals you for 2 if you drew a treachery. So yeah, the turns you want to play it as your first action are the turns where you're allowed to.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Custom ammunition.
So I'm gonna say that I love this card. This card is sweet.
Later your turn, attached to a firearm. Place 2 ammo. Deals +1 damage to monster enemies. Man, yeah. Everything on it reads good.
There's a lot of weird monster enemies out there. That this makes your gun, like the ammo efficiency it brings is not just like 2 extra bullets. There's a lot of 4 health monster enemies out there, and it turns your 3 damage gun into like a 1-shot. So it's like extra efficiency than what is seen on the surface.
It is a little bit costly at 3 resources and 3 experience.
This is true.
Yeah, I think it's like a high B, low A card.
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah, it is also an upgrade. So if you have well maintained on the gun and then you throw it away, you also get to return it to your hand.
Yeah.
Will you ever have the money to play it a second time? Probably not. But,
Probably not.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Blood Eclipse. This card's still like.
Card's pretty bad.
Like it doesn't have a home yet, right? Like.
Yeah.
Listen, Calvin, kinda.
Yeah, like Calvin can play it.
Yeah.
But damage doesn't increase his brain score. So, yeah, that's kind of sad. Yeah.
Just a second.
I think these ones largely just suffer from that. Like, there isn't an investigator who would want to do that because there isn't a way that.
No. You can play this in your Sister Mary Armor of Ardenna's deck.
Yeah. All right.
That sounds like a C tier card to me then.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad though, in all honesty.
It is. Yeah, it is like kind of not great.
I think eventually this card can find a home in a weird like brain heavy no fight investigator, right? Or like
Maybe.
I do think for some reason in my mind I feel like the level 1 one is better, and I don't know why that is, but I do. I think I just like that it's just 2 damage and it deals +2 damage, right? Like,
yeah.
For 1 experience, that seems like it's a lot more doable.
It does.
I think that they're better than Ambush. I think they're honestly like next to each other. I think they're both very similar in their like power.
I agree.
Okay. Interrogate. What the heck? Choose a humanoid enemy at your location and test Fist 3. This test gets +X difficulty where X is the chosen enemy's damage value. If you succeed, discover 1 clue at your location and 1 clue at any other location. Wow, that seems like a lot of hoops to jump through when you could just be killing that enemy and having your Clover do something.
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
like kind of not great.
Probably a little C tier because the numbers are still fine, and in the right home it could be good, but still.
The downside to it is that the test, like there are not very many humanoid enemies out there that do not have at least 1 damage.
Yeah.
It's like I guess you could
like this card does have a niche in the deck where you're like handcuffs a cultist and then just drag him around with you everywhere.
Yeah, it also like seems
And then
good.
you use that guy to trigger all of your, if there's an enemy at your location.
It also seems good in like just in the Circle Undone campaign, right? Like that seems a good home for it. But I still think it's probably better than Ambush and probably better than these two.
Yeah. You could use it to bully the High Priest of Haster.
You could, yeah.
Yeah, where he just doesn't do damage.
You get some fine clothes and then, ooh, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Delay the inevitable. Soothing Melody should not be here, so it's going in the meme one because I fucked up.
Okay. Delay the Inevitable is it's like a high C card.
Yeah, like canceling all the damage and horror that a single effect would do to you is pretty good. Having to predict it, not so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like real good if you're trying to plan something like you're gonna hold the boss monster and then I'm gonna shoot him. And then he's gonna attack you during the enemy phase and they're like, I can't take that much damage.
I'm gonna play this Delay the Inevitable and then Dynamite myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another option.
Fool Me Once.
It's a lot of money, but
That card is sweet if you have any familiarity with the encounter sets that you are playing with.
it's also pretty good if you're playing with like 4 people because you just tear through the encounter deck in some of those scenarios.
Yeah, there are a lot of like this card single-handedly trivializes so much stuff out of the Circle Undone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Probably,
Where you're
probably
like,
kind of near
oh
first
no,
watch, huh? Probably kind of near
I have
first
to draw
watch.
3 of these. The next one doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, card's good. I know it's one you don't like, right, Travis? Because it's too strong mitigation, or is it the other one? Was it
1,000? Oh no, I just didn't like how it dipped into. No, I didn't like First Watch.
Yeah, first watch is pretty yucky.
I've kind of around on that though. I think that blue needs like anything to make it interesting.
Needs a bit more of a slice of another pie. Yeah. Clean them out. I think honestly these are just B, like solid B cards. Nothing in like.
Yeah, like I mean this is a discussion for that video. I think the yellow one's like probably an A tier card just because you want to basic investigate so much more often than the other two. But
Agreed.
I like this one a lot when you're playing a red investigator who gets to play it, because you can just throw it at a test that you know you can't win in order to trigger your fail by effects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then get paid for it too.
Yeah, get 4 resources essentially.
Yeah.
Take heart, let's go. Counterpunch.
Counterpunch is sick. The upgraded one is
pretty
even
good.
sicker though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like what, somewhere
Or like high B, low A for me.
Yeah, let's go here. And then like this one should be like somewhere in the A tier.
I would give that one like an A+.
All right, let's do it. I'm for it. I like counterpunch.
The upgraded one, you get to make the attack before they do.
Yeah, and it costs 0.
You're right.
Yeah.
Costs 0.
So
you're right.
You can use this to cheese down all kinds of enemies, and like because it deals the +1 damage, like if you're Nat Show, it deals 3.
Yeah.
Even if you're not.
Yeah, even if you're not, it's pretty
2
good.
health enemies, whatever.
And then you do it while also having like your survival knife, so you counterpunch them with your survival knife.
Yeah, you got your survival knife, because having a knife in the ring makes you the best boxer in the world.
Amen, bro. Amen.
Counterpunch, you just stab him.
Get over here. Level 0.
I think it's
Probably a
fine.
B tier card.
Yeah, I've been playing with this card a lot lately, and I'm never disappointed to see it. Like the fact that it costs 2 is a little tough, but invariably I get myself into a scenario where my yellow character is like, help, rats, or whatever, and I'm forever away from them, and this just lets me get there like one action faster. And if they're a 1 health enemy, they just die.
Yep.
So
Yeah. The level 2 version's gotta be a little bit higher though.
Oh yeah.
yeah, the level 2 version is much better.
It's like an
Fast.
upper A for me.
Yeah, like it's any, you can play it during any player's turn, and it does, so it doesn't it's just
It's
good.
2 locations.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2 locations. That's pretty sick. We can put it here. I like that. I think it's a bit spicy.
Yeah. No, the upgraded one is real good. Not only do you get to pretend to be Scorpion, but
Yeah. Get over here. Glory. Play after you defeat an enemy. Draw 2 cards.
so,
This one's like a little tough because it's like good economy, but again, card draw isn't really something that Guardians struggle with.
yeah.
A lot of cases.
I would put this one close to the. Well, I mean, not close to it. I guess it doesn't give you any resources, but it is very similar to my mind to the upgraded Stand Together, where like the effect is not something that I necessarily want.
Yeah, I could put like at the top of B tier somewhere there.
Yeah. I kind of like it here because, like...
Yeah, like, it could be neat in a combat-focused Pete deck, where, like, you're using your cards to fuel Duke all the time.
Actually, the play I've got most with Glory, because I do like Glory. I think it's like, you know, I'll probably put it up here. I think it's good enough to be here. But the thing I really like about Glory is that it commits for 2 books. So in a quiet moment, I've used Glory to like grab a clue to help push the objective, and then like it still feels great. Like, that's sick.
Yeah, you can use it to get out of the train car that asks you to discard 2 book symbols.
Exactly, yeah. 1/2 punch.
This card is sweet.
Yeah, I think it's sweet. I do think it's worse outside of Nathaniel Cho.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, it's probably like somewhere in like this kind of like maybe around this area.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty fair. Like, it is very similar to Mano a Mano, where it's just like a one-shot 3 damage effect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Upgraded one is super exciting though, but I don't think it's that much better because it does cost 5 experience, and like you're committing to this being your thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is
like
a lot of damage
probably
though.
pretty fine for that.
Yeah.
Playing it like it's insane for like just gunning down bosses,
Yeah.
but
Like I had
Yeah.
this when I was Nathaniel Cho with Nathan, and like you just feel so powerful. You're like,
yeah, you just roll up your like 5 health enemy, get them out of here.
yeah, because I remember like it was like, how are you gonna beat the birds, Justin? I'm like, I'm gonna uppercut them in the sky, and like when you do this against the birds, they just die. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Upgraded evidence. So what does this one do that's different? After you
2
defeat an
clues at your location and or connecting.
Instead, if you defeat an enemy with a consecutive total of at least 4 printed health this turn.
Yeah. It can get a lot of clues.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
Oh
that
yeah,
much.
evidence. I think that one's it's like an A+ card.
Yeah, I don't think it's that much better than this one.
Yeah, like the fact that
No,
the
but it
enemy
is
needs to
better.
be big is a little bit tough, but being like the clues don't even need to be at your location.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's not like the enemies need to be big either. It's just like sometimes you get more.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
still just like
great way of
okay,
looking at
okay,
it. That's a
yeah.
great way of looking at it.
that's fair.
Yeah, just sometimes you get the little the candies filled with like, you know, a chewy full.
Yeah, it's like committing like a deduction level 2 to a test and you don't succeed by 2. You're like, yeah, okay.
Oh no, Travis, when that happens, I punch myself 3 times in the face.
3 times, not only once for the clue that you missed.
No. Galvanize. It's guts.
You dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there are. If this card were green, it would be good.
It would be so much worse because it could still only ready blue assets.
Yeah, okay. So if this card could ready green assets, like it would be much better. There are so many green assets that exhaust to do things. There are like no blue assets that exhaust to do a thing that you're going to be looking at doing a second time this turn.
It's like beat cop maybe.
Yeah. Agency backup.
Yeah.
Then even that's very
Yeah, but, like,
pricey.
Not that's not worth 2 resources in that card, in most cases.
Oh, I agree, but this is one of the other times you would. I think I had it in your deck for Relentless, Travis.
I didn't see that synergy.
It could
It
also
doesn't occur to
ready.
me to use it
It
for
can
that.
it can ready the boxing gloves.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
Which
actual
is kinda
use for
neat.
it.
Yeah.
Or like Gret Wagner if you're going that route.
Yeah, it's like, and then all that's kind of neat, but like, how often do you have that many enemies at your location, right?
You can ready your telescopic sight.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
It's
Maybe you can't.
unchained.
Maybe you can't.
All right. Let's finish this guy off with lesson learned. Fast. Play after you take damage from an enemy attack. Discover 2 clues of your location. Yeah, seems good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an AA plus tier card.
Probably
It's
just with like
pretty sweet.
evidence, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you've built around it. Yep.
Yeah. Sick. That is our tier list for the Guardian events. I like it. I like this one because this is also this is the one I was least excited about because I don't know events in Guardian.
Because they're kind of boring in a lot of cases.
They are pretty much just different flavors of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not bad by a stretch. They have a pretty fair distribution here, but they are boring.
Mm-hmm. Sick.
They mostly fall into the categories of like damage, clues, or economy.
Or healing.
Or healing, I guess.
Damage, yeah.
Yeah. Healing. I see as just a different flavor of damage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, we'll be back in 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. We'll be back eventually to do the Seeker one. That one's going to be fun. Seekers is always a good time. Thanks for watching, everybody. You guys have a good one. We'll see you all very soon for some more Arkham Horror content. GG's.